under the gold standard, you said that the goods will have a you have to use lesser money to buy.
Oh, under deflation. No, let's say all the workers, for instance, gain tremendously from it. Let's say your normal, even if your nominal wage remains the same, and prices fall all the time, you get real wage increases all the time.
So there's nobody who gained the initial advantage.
From deflation, nobody gains in it.
Yeah, the initial advantage, like when you produce more money, the state gets the initial advantage.
You get the advantage that all consumers gain from it, all workers gain from it, and businessmen are not hurt by it because profit margins remain the same, and the whole thing is nothing else but an expression that the economy grows, standards of living increase all around. I mean, Chicago economists who always emphasize so much the idea that we should have a stable purchasing power of money have fallen frequently into the error to believe that the 19th century must have been a century that was characterized by and large by economic depression, because prices generally fell through all of the 19th century. Until people, of course, investigated that and found that, no, as a matter of fact, the 19th century was one of the centuries where we had the highest economic growth rates. It was a century where standards of living exploded. And America became the richest country in the 19th century most of the time during phases when prices fell. And what is so good about stable money? I mean, this is one thing that you always have to just, when you talk to Chicago economists, first of all, it's very difficult to measure what is stable money. But even if we just leave that aside, what's so great about stable money? Look, you buy a house. Three things can happen to your house. The price of your house can go up, the price of your house can stay the same, or the price of your house can fall. Which situation do you like the best? Well, the price of the house goes up, right? That's not stable. So three things can happen with money. The purchasing power of money can go up, the purchasing power of money can stay the same, the purchasing power of money can fall. Which would you prefer? The purchasing power of money goes up. Only if the alternatives are only purchasing power of money stays the same or becomes less, then you would say, okay, then I take it stable. Price of the house can stay the same or can fall. Then I'm in favor of it stays the same. But those are not the only alternatives. Purchasing power of money going up is great. We would not even, in that case, we would not even have to have these constant renegotiations of wages. Looked at every year, whatever the employers and the employees sit together and what do we do about wages? Inflation was such and such, now do we have to adjust that by this amount or that amount and so forth? In the 19th century, no such things was even necessary. You got automatic raises because purchasing power of money rose all the time. The nominal wage could stay the same and still you got richer every year without any negotiations being necessary. Purchasing power of money goes up. Purchasing power of money going up is great.